To elicit royal sympathy, Puss contrives to have the king believe his master, whose name is Brian, by the way, has been stripped and robbed by highwaymen. Where is this going? Nakedness? Bandits? Oh, what the hell? Let's make it nude banditos. Make it rotten. Do it now!
So yes, welcome back to Grimm. This is Puss in Boots, and we're gonna make poor Brian robbed naked by, well, nudist bandits. You heard that right. Oh man, this is an interesting one. Also, the wonderful scenic view and the watch your step. There quickly comes to you jump, you die, and I think this sign eventually goes to the suicidal drop. A classic place that many people go to, of course. And as always, the goal is to start these chapters getting longer because, well, yeah, it has to get some difficulty. So thus, there's more we have to do, and these beautiful sights become deadly heights. Freaking nudist banditos. Thank you, Grimm, so much for doing the things you do. They're weird, but I appreciate the weirdness. And also, of course, because of this, I have much more people more cleaners I have to deal with and argue with, which is going to make things a bit more awkward when dealing with them, just for the sheer fact that it takes much longer to get rid of them, thus, well, you have to kind of constantly keep moving and convert as many things as you can.
Gross.
So that way they're not just in the way, because then that Also, that bridge is now gone, because, why not? And there is a secret here, but I don't think... oh, yeah, you can barely make it at this level. At fellow level, you can actually barely make it if you just time it just right. So I love the day when I can convert these bastards finally.
Don't delay, but stomp away!
Oh, never mind. We can now. They become nudists and start committing suicide. Ah. Dumb nudies. Oh god, this is already getting weird. Well, actually, no, it's not getting weird. It's getting delightfully tame because that's what Grimm does. I can't even make that lie up myself. Oh, this is amazing. So let's get the banditos out. That shouldn't be everything.
Oh, I'm trying so hard.
Make it nasty.
Yeah, you saw it correctly. He just got mugged by a bunch of naked men. Oh god, this game makes me smile sometimes. It really knows how to make me grin. Also, you should be falling off a cliff, sir.
Don't delay, but stomp away!
With that one nudist man down. Or you could just drown in the bloody stream. That's also cool. That works just as well and fine for me. Well, in the meantime, we're just gonna finish our... Oh man, I feel so sorry for Brian now. Probably God knows what's happening. Also, nude women who fall just off is just as much as well on suicidal drops. It's all tragic, really. I should know better by now. Or at least I should. It's not best to be hanging around in these parts with nudie bandits who are willing to beat the crap out of you after stealing your clothes. Because, you know, taking your dignity is not enough. You gotta drive it in home real good some way or another. Because otherwise you don't learn your lesson.
We're a few burritos short of a fiesta. Ride on, senores. Ole!
Yep. It's one of those scenes to start off a new video at least. But with that said, we will continue on to the next scene.
While his master rides with the king, Puss threatens the local farmers. Tell a big lie or perish. Help! Help! You're being oppressed! Make it gross. Do it now!
On top of dealing with nudism, people, and suicide, we also now get to oppress poor people, the peasants of the world. Hooray! Grimm, the game that brings the absolute worst in humanity, Cards Against Humanity at least. Well, probably close enough. But yes, we get to oppress everyone, and by everyone I mean literally everyone. Why? Because that is what we do. But that is how we work best. It gets really silly eventually. Especially when all the farmers are so conveniently close to here.
Grimm level achieved.
And a new thing she will say, like also here. The Marquis of Benefa is your buddy. Or we get to go basically have him say, "Tremble before the Marquis of Carabas." And also make these farmers feel inadequate.
Easy choice. They've seen Puss's mouth. And this plan has some teeth, too. Let's make them sharp. Move, beasties. Make it rotten.
We're gonna leave them off in their own devices for now because this is a place that will easily go horribly wrong if you're trying to get 100% dark just because there's so many cleaners and it can go wrong. Also, look at these wonderful snake plants. Isn't it so beautiful? When I become, if I ever become a farmer, I want to have like horrible eldritch abomination tentacle plants as my means of produce. Hence, I'm not the farming type. But I also don't think that it works that way. But at the same time, I'm not gonna complain because it seems to work just well in the land of Grimm. I think we can just tell the difference between reality and falsehood. Also, let's make the scarecrow look really creepy. As possibly one of my favorite depictions of a scarecrow ever. I love it. I love Scythe Hands G over there. He's so beautiful. He's so wonderful. He does his work job. He does his job very well for what he has to deal with. Stupid birds and crows. If he didn't have a giant wooden pole up his ass, he'd probably reap the hell out of them with those hands. I also hear he gives very good hugs. I've been told at least that. Scythe Hands me. Beautifully wonderful hands.
Grimm level achieved.
Also, the few times where he doesn't say butt stomp it, but Grimm level achieved. I want to say there may be another time where he says this, but as far as I'm aware, it's basically the only time he does say it. But we got to oppress more of these people and turn all of their crops into horrible hell things. Right out of their nightmares, because, well, it's more fun that way. And I think we're not completely done. Oh yeah, we're not done yet because the cows are over there.
Now.
Which we'll be going down there soon. And man, it's going to get real silly soon. And the farmers are making my life much harder by cleaning themselves. Because that works exactly that way. This is why this level can be kind of tricky for dark levels, because eventually the spaces get bigger. You trying to deal with your farmers get a bit more annoying, but thankfully, since I converted those birds, they're gonna make my life a little easier by keeping the birds distracted long enough for me to convert these bastards. Tremble before the Marquis of Carabas or perish!
Now do you see the violence inherent in a class system based on land ownership? Do you? Lawn mowing with bovines. Make it disgusting.
I love the fact that that cow manages to kill a guard only to be killed by the sword of said guard after the fact. That only... I don't know why, but it just makes me feel so happy and good inside. Just for how silly it is, because, well, this is a game not meant to be taken seriously, as it really shouldn't, really. If you take Grimm, like, real seriously, like people somehow do with Metal Gear Solid, then, well, there's problems. I'm worried for you, for your sakes. As rightfully, you probably should be concerned for yourself, because they're just games. You don't take them that seriously, especially when you have silly moments like, I'm gonna turn a rabbit into like a freaking alien and blow him up with dynamite that poops acid out, and just some other obscene oddities in general. And yes, I am back here finishing the darkness level over here because, well, I like to be thorough slightly. Also, that means that's less work I have to do raising my darkness level while doing with farmers! Actual farmers! No more peasants, just actual farmers. And, well, they are about as they are like super farmers. Why so? Well, you'll find out very, very soon when we go and need to talk to the local farm peoples.
Grimm level achieved.
Yes, they are as country as they come. With dang nabbits, god darn it, burgers. Stuff like that, really. But thankfully, to help us deal with the fact that we have so much space to try to chase these farmers Steve, Dan, and Bob, and God knows who else there are. They give us a speed up power. They give us a speed up, which honestly, they are really. It's really annoying keeping a darkness level with these bastards running all over the place. Stop right now, you country hicks. Not to insult normal farmers. No, like you guys actually do a job that none of us can actually do, that most of us normally can't do. Or that we could, but we just aren't able to anymore because, well, we've grown reliant in the urban world, at least. There goes all of my farmers, all becoming purified, which is why this is the main reason I don't find this way. This is where it gets kind of annoying, which is why I'm gonna just put this one in now. Oi, stop it!
Repulsive now.
Stop ruining my repulsiveness. I work hard for that stuff, you know. This is why I'm gonna run you all over super fast. Catch you all with your pants down. Bastards.
Well, next time you make the scarecrow, you should build it to look like me. I work.
And we are done with that. And somehow, despite all of my struggling near the end of that, we managed to get a gold through that. So, with that said, we will continue onwards to the final scene.
Puss, hoping to secure a satisfying finale for his master, mentally jousts with the unnatural creature. A dangerous game if he weren't a vain dolt, and I've got underwear more hideous. Let's make him truly revolting. Make it foul. Do it now!
Oh man, this ogre. This guy is like, as I was saying, this guy is possibly the absolute worst thing ever. He is like the ultimate cleaner. Why is that, you may ask? I will tell you why. Very easily. I can find something I can convert. Because he has the power to instantly undo what you can with laser beams. Holy crap, that is horrible. Like, I can't, like, it's really at this point a race against the Cyclops before he undoes everything with just magic powers, because apparently the story is better than his. And Jesus, stop doing that to me! Stop doing that! Stop cleaning everything, you bastard!
Now!
With your stupid eye lasers. I hate you. Stupid bastard. I can't even get a time to love my fountains that like puke and whatnot. To work against the clock while he just shoots laser beams to clean everything. That's pretty cool.
Gross. Now.
Bastard. Well, thankfully now that I've picked up some momentum, it's getting higher, I can potentially beat him at his own game by just possessing the hell out of everything. Come on. This is the problem when you're fighting against a supernatural entity that can clean his eye. Any step you make, he instantly does it for him. No! Stop! Stop doing that, you freakishly stupid bastard.
Stomp it good!
Alright, then. So let's try. Try is the ultimate word here. Get him to stop his nonsense and stop cleaning up my mess that I worked very hard to do, you know. Because he can easily reverse like a lot of your... Like that's what makes this guy so dangerous, is he instantly, in a heartbeat, can ruin your progress. Stop it!
Make it nasty.
Thank you. Okay, so now that he's gone, we can actually I'm gonna finish off this area. I don't know if he's gonna stay in his Grimm form forever, or if he's already been converted. I'm hoping for the former rather than the latter, because I don't remember the last part of Puss in Boots that well, so I'm really hoping he stays in Grimm form, because I don't want to be going inside that castle of his while basically having to fight against Mr. Eyeball Clean Man.
Rotten.
I mean, who does that with their eye? That's so rude. I mean, I have to work so hard for this kind of stuff, man. He's just like, everybody's like, no, I will just search with my eyes, burn all of your progress and make you all sad. Why? Because I'm an evil man. Stupid cyclops. Good thing you get eaten by as much as you get. Right, deserves it too, the bastard. Alright. As everything here that is Grimfied. Also, we have now mist on the floor, which is good. This looks now evil and stuff. Basically back to normal, as it should. So let's go inside the castle then, eh? And, well, deal with this person poisonally. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot you can Grimmify, like, near the entrance of all this, but, well, we're gonna try. And also, there's a secret down there.
A secret no more!
Also, eyeballs are under the staircase. Why? Why not? Is my real debate to that. Also, I won't lie, the tiling you get for this, the tiling they have for this is actually really good looking. I like it personally.
But stomp it!
Okay, good. He stays in Grimm form. That's actually wonderful. Where on earth am I? Hold me back. Why did you do that, game? I wasn't ready for that. I still have more things to Grimmify over here, so I have to work hard for this nonsense. Not entirely yet, but we will be soon. And trust me when I say there's gonna be a reason I'm not turning him into Grimm just yet. Because of these little bastards! Baby cyclopses of all things! More cleaners, because since the super cleaner is gone, he has little minions and babies to do it for him. Thankfully, they're not as effective as Mr. Clean. But Jesus, but man, are they just as irritating. It's because there's kind of a lot of them, and I think they kind of just remain as such. And if I remember correctly, it actually takes a lot of darkness to... You have to get your darkness up quite a bit before you actually convert them. So I'm gonna try very hard to do what I can to make sure they can stop. There we go. That's good. The moment you see any sort of like exclamation points is the part when you know you win. Because at that point, they can't do a single freaking thing to stop you. So, just in case, I'm gonna finish this last part, the parts I wasn't able to darkify. Consistent. And again, just for the sake of completion's sake. There's no real reason for me to do this. I just kind of want to, because I don't want any more silver medals. I messed up the first time. Boy learns what fear is. That's not happening again. I'm gonna try to make as many silver medals as I can this time. And everything now is I think, as grimmed as I can make it, I believe. And the only thing we have, I think, other than those ports and the ogre and the cyclops himself, is actually this wonderful platforming section that has yet another secret. Oh,
Dithering blockhead!
I'm sorry, Grimm. It's actually kind of an awkward set. It's kind of an awkward place to.
You boy!
Admittedly, it's hard to platform. For me, it's kind of awkward to platform with Grimm, because things can go horribly wrong. Can I actually make that jump? No, I can't. No, I cannot at all.
You blithering idiot!
Did I mention I'm very bad at jumping?
You
Or
suck!
just apparently running off ledges because I'm trying to jump and then I go do that instead. No! Do I want the secret? I do, because there's still a pillar over there that I could Grimmify. I really want to do that. No! I should have just went. Oh god, I got nervous because I wasn't sure what I was doing. Alright, there's that. There's that. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do that. He's gonna do that jump. There we go. And the final secret. Good. Let me figure out how I'm gonna get out of here. I could just drop, but I don't want to. So I'm just gonna do that instead, which is better.
The ogre flexes his shape-shifting muscles and becomes a lion. If he'd eat this arrogant and reckless puss, we could close up shop and go home. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Make it disgusting. But stomp it!
And now that everything is actually Grimmified, we can actually continue with our actual main story, which is the Cyclops. Oh, Jesus, what? No, that's right. New Cyclops has come for your parade. Forget about this, and this is why, like, cleaners are the devil, because the game will just make new ones if you buy them. Your back's turned. Bastards that way, I swear. So yeah, Cyclops is showing his muscle in front of the cat, so he wants to be a lion.
The ogre once again transforms, becoming an enormous evil hair. Wow. Hey, stay the hell out of my stories, you oversized piece of produce. Make it repulsive. Stomp it.
And yes, also he turns into a pear. There's a point to this pear. Not now, but you'll understand later. Just know that Grimm does not like pears.
The ogre transforms again, this time becoming a mouse. Hey, puss! Eat that, you might get dumber, as if such a thing was possible. Bollocks! What's the deal here? Was she just waiting on the other side of that door with a wedding party for the ogre to be murdered? The moral of the story? Cats are tiny monsters. Their lies, threats, and outright murder are acceptable, nay, desirable means to human happiness and wealth. Wonder where I can get a nice cat. Meow. Meow.
And that was Puss in Boots. Jesus, I am so sorry for that time. That is atrocious. But yeah, that's actually a long stage if you're... just because Cyclops and my platforming fails did not help. But even so, I will see you all in the next tale. And with now, I leave you all with Grimm.
There was nothing natural about the old man's death, and his son's response to it was self-serving and indecent. In the context of this drama, Puss can hardly be blamed for acting like a human. Turns out father's been brutally murdered, and his oldest son has blood on his hands.
The mill is mine. I'll use your ass to work it and give you a crust in return.
Sounds fair. What about him?
He can eat cow shit and die.
Father said I could eat the cat.
Father's dead, and good riddance to the ugly brute. Make sure you're gone today, or I'll put you in a pie. Take that mangy excuse for a throw rug with you.
Puss had no intention of becoming a meal or a muff. You, being useless, will understand nearly nothing of what's to happen. Just stay out of the way. Can you manage that? I'm sure. I did procure your boots, and previously I asked how high when you said jump. Puss cleared the warren of a raft of rabbits. Then he took the whole mess to the king.
Deliciously macabre, Monsieur Puss. I'll have this stuffed with something post-haste. Will you stay for dinner?
Delighted, Your Majesty. Is there a box where I might freshen up my toilette? Puss perfectly understood the maniac royal's predilection for gore and guts. With the world gone mad and naked, and the bogus marquis coming apart, as it were, Puss had little need to further ingratiate himself into the king's good graces. But he had a story, and he was sticking to it. You'll excuse me for saying so, master, but I don't believe you resisted those bandits as vigorously as you might have done. Wow. Did I detect yelps of pleasure? To the best of my recollection, I was assaulted. Well, do a better job of being miserable. The king will expect it. The king, in fact, was smitten with the cat. What he did for the hapless marquis was really for Puss's sake. This land belongs to the Marquis of Carabas, unless you can answer the following question. This is my land. This belongs. Lord Carabas is the rightful owner, correct. Now, the real question is, why do cows have 4 stomachs? Anyone? Well, Lord Carabas thanks you for your efforts. You may die now. Whoever propagated this notion of good ogres never met one. Nasty bits of work, ogres are. Rumours are so unkind, your ogreness. You're purported to be ugly, ornery, vicious, cruel, shapeshifters. Execrable table manners, too. No personal hygiene to speak of. Wow? That's your ogre, I was told.
Well, I won't deny it all. It's a cruel description, but fair.
And the shape-shifting?
Oh yeah, that's all good. Pretty impressive, really.
That's very nice, Your Magnificence. Outstanding! The elephant was brilliant, but what would really move me is if you could become a mouse. They are such frightening, resourceful creatures. But no, that would be too much to ask. In my previous description of the ogre, I omitted dumb, egregious oversight. Include it now. It's a defining characteristic. Now, to celebrate multiple murders, massive deceptions, grievous bodily harm, gross assaults on bodies and minds, a wedding. Oh, these characters deserve one another. May all our stories end so well. Until next time.